Okay, so welcome to a private class for Jean. We're going to show you some ways to loosen up in your back and prepare way down the road for back bends. The wheel in yoga, it's called the wheel. Um, so first, I have a quotation by Albert Schweitzer, and it's just very short and cool. He says, "Truth has no special time of its own. Its hour is now, always." So always truth. So we're going to ground. Back bending is grounding for the body mind. So we're going to ground our personal truth through our work in the back. All right. So we'll start with centering. Oh, I forgot to bring over sorry, the remote for my heater over here. So just grow tall in your spine. Loosen up a little bit in your knees. And just let go of the day and any craziness that's been going on. I know there are predictions of pretty severe earthquakes for this week. So the energies can get a little topsy-turvy. I know the animals feel it, so keep an eye on them. I've had like 5 friends and including my own cats who have been ill. So just keep an eye on them if you have pets. And then just send your energy down into the earth through your tailbone, through the root chakra, Muladhara. And then send energy up the center line of your body, which is the pranic tube, and send it up that tube, up and out your head, out the crown, up through the ceiling, through any structure you're in, building or whatever, and out into the universe. And just hook your energy on a star. Just use that imagery for a little fun so that you're grounded, you're centered. We are rainbows between the heavens and the earth with our chakra colors. Let yourself come down from the day, connected with the cosmos in a beautiful way. Become aware of your thoughts, your emotions, if any are surfacing, wanting to be acknowledged. And then focus on your breath and connect with your breath and the prana that rides on the vehicle of your breath. And we'll attune to breath now. Just bring your palms together. Take in your breath. And we'll take our hands down towards our lap, out to the side, and then inhale, arms up overhead. Palms together, exhale down past your face and out to the side. Inhale up. Now, if you like, you can bring your palms down to about your heart center and then turn your fingertips down to open your arms out to the side and inhale. Use your Ujjayi breath if you remember it. It's very beneficial. And one more round. Breathing deeply, drawing in prana, oxygen. Exhale over your heart. And then release your hands and just lean back. Stretch out your legs. And windshield wipers with your feet. And circle around. And reverse. All right. And just take your palms behind you and separate your feet about the width of the mat and just loosen up in your hips and knees. Now we want to warm up our backs really well. Squeeze out any tension in there at all. So the next time your knees come over to your left, just bend your knees in swastika, which means they're kind of separated, making kind of an S shape. And then with your left palm behind you, take your right hand on your hip bone and just roll it forward so that you're actually facing that left knee. Okay. And then reach through with your right hand, your arm extend on the diagonal, taking a breath. And then lower down. We're going to swing our arm up. And as you come back, there's a little twist in your spine, gentle little twist. Breathe with your moves. Inhale up, exhale down. And you can speed it up if you wish. Nice movement for the back and the ribs. Okay, next time your arm is up, hold it there and make sure that your knees are on the surface of your mat or carpet or something. Press down with your left hand, take in a breath. Exhale your arm down and then inhale up and lift up onto your knees and shins and open your shoulders and hips just like you do when we flip our dogs. So just a little bit of a arch. And we're going to repeat this 2 more times. So inhale, exhale, inhale, lift, reach, and come down. Inhale, exhale to the back, and inhale up once again. Extend long in your spine, and then come down. Now, just a little ab work while we're here. Bring both palms just beyond your left knee. Extend your right leg out behind you. Come on to the ball of that foot. Lift your hips and just come into a plank pose. We want to heat our bodies, so take in a deep breath. And exhale. Bring your right knee in towards your nose and extend it out. Exhale in. Inhale. Exhale in. And then press back into a three-legged dog. Now, if your feet are too far apart, just bring that your left foot in and lift your right leg up into three-legged dog. And come back down, come onto your knees, swing your legs around to the side, and we'll be moving towards the left this time. Well, maybe you're right. Okay, sitting in swastika, bring your palm onto your hip bone and just press that hip forward and roll it in so that you're facing your left knee. Taking a breath. Exhale, and then inhale up. Exhale back. Getting a little twist. Some shoulder movement, loosening up. We'll need that for our back bends too, for the pre-back bend. And the next time your arm comes up, hold there. Taking a breath. Exhale down. Inhale, swing it up. Come onto your knees and shins. Open the body, the shoulder, the ribs. Press down in your feet. And lower down. And we'll do two more of those. We're using it for a stretch, but oftentimes we do it just quickly. So this time we're just extending the length of it to open the front of the body. And come back down. And just one more time. Breathe it up. And then lower down. Bring palms together. Extend your left leg out on the mat, onto the ball of your foot, and just lift your hips and come into your plank. Nice long line. Taking a breath. And exhale, bring your knee in and extend it out. Inhale. Exhale in. Inhale. And the next time you lift your leg, press back into downward facing dog in three legs. You can walk your hands back or walk your foot in.
Lift that leg up, shoulders down. All right, and then lower down, come down onto your knees. Just a few cat stretches while we're here on our hands and knees to loosen up a little more. Knees are hip width apart. Take in your breath. And exhale into rounded cat. Draw your navel in. Let it hug your spine. And then inhale. Tilt your tailbone up and lift your chin. Arch in your back like a cat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And come to neutral spine. From here, just take your left hand, we'll thread the needle. Take it through the opening that your arm and leg make. Reach through, bring that shoulder down onto the mat. Reach your fingertips away. You can let your head relax down. And then lift your right arm up. You'll come on to the back of your head, or at least approach that in a nice, luscious twist. Watch out for your hair, because on the mat you can sometimes get your hair pulled. Open the shoulder. All right, and bring your palm back down next to your face. Press down, lift. Just pause in center in table pose and just feel your spine, feel your ribs, all those muscles. And we'll repeat on the other side. Take in your deep breath. Exhale and bring your right hand through, threading the needle, shoulder down to the floor. Reach through, keep reaching. Bring your head down if you haven't already. See if I can do this with my headset on. Adjust your knees however you need to. And then open that shoulder, lift it up, take your arm back. If you need to adjust with your hair, take your time. Breathe and twist. I have a yoga book. It's Indian with a photograph of a young girl in this pose, and she gets her arm and her shoulder all the way down to the floor. Amazing. Okay, roll out of it. Press on the palm by your face. Come back to center. Now from here, just turn and look towards your feet on one side. Come around, take in a breath. Exhale to the other side. Look toward your feet. Come around. And come back. So let's come up into standing for a moment. We can pass right through head to knee. Bring it in. It's a nice thing about yoga later in the day. In the morning, you're usually a little tighter, but after we've been running around all day, our standing head to knee is a little easier. All right, and then just lower your hips, bend your knees, push the floor away, come up, arms come up overhead. All right, so we're just going to work with arms and shoulders for a little bit so that we get them loosened up and toned and strengthened. So just reach up, open out to the side, rotate the arm so the thumb comes forward. This is that Callan Pinckney one for the arms, which is so good. So rotate and roll, come back, stay lifted in the chest. Bring the arms in as close as you can get them and as high as you can get them. Okay, elbows straight if you can. And then it's a very tiny pulsing. So you're pressing in as much as you can. So you're already at full press. And then push, push, push. In, in, in. Good. Beautiful. I can see you're doing that just perfectly. Oh, I did 100 of these yesterday. I'm feeling it. But that's what this is for. Arms, triceps. All right, so let them out unless you want to go a little bit longer. Shake out your arms. Loosen in shoulders, circle around a couple times in each direction. All right, now just lift your right arm up next to your ear, bend your elbow, and bring your hand down onto your upper back. And then just reach for this elbow up here. See if you can pull it behind your head and press your head against it to stretch it. And then we're going to go to the side. So take in your breath, hold on to your elbow, lift tall, exhale over to your left. Oh, I guess you're going to your right. That's okay. Keep the elbow bent, pull it in, and you can come up taking a breath. Exhale over. Lift, inhale, last time. Exhale over. Press your head back. Stretch. And press down on your feet. Lift back up. And then reach up with your right arm. Bend your elbow and take a hold of your elbow. So your palm is just below your neck. So you're pressing, pulling the arm behind your head, if it'll come, not everybody's does. But pull it and then press your head back, taking a breath, reach up tall, and exhale over to the side. Press down on your feet, lift, inhale. Exhale over. Inhale, lift.
Exhale. Last time. Hold for a couple breaths. Keep opening the shoulder. And press down in your feet. Ground into the earth. And release both arms. Shake them out. And a few crisscrosses to loosen up and let go in the shoulders. Beautiful. All right. Now, another thing, you have your roller there. We're going to work with that for a moment now. So we're just going to roll along the spine. So you want to have your roller back far enough so that you can walk your feet forward and just roll along your sacrum if you're comfortable with that. Coming up into the thoracic. If you come to a sore spot, back up and roll over it once or twice more, or whatever you need to feel good there. Kind of like a rolling pin on the pie of your spine. And just keep rolling up towards your neck. You can walk your feet. You can use your arms. You can come all the way up to your neck if you wish. It's so nice to rest your neck on this rounded surface. Breathe. Nice stretch for the thighs too. Okay, and then start to roll along your spine, back and forth. It's kind of wakened up now. Now, if you want to open your back a little bit more, take your arms out and hug yourself. Reach for your shoulders, your scapula, and rock and roll. Just don't pinch your hands. Now you can come over more to one side where your shoulder blade is, and then the other side. The trapezius muscles. So we're ironing out tension. If this bothers your neck, just take one hand behind your head and support your head. And then continue along your spine wherever you feel a need for it. Okay. And then let your hips down onto the floor and come up sitting. And just move your roller off to the side for now. We probably won't use that again. And then come up into standing. Okay. And we're going to start with a standing back bend here. So let's start with just breathing palms in. Exhale and lower down. Extend your arms forward and lift up. Come to the back for just a moment and swan dive forward. Exhale.
Reach your arms forward. Use your arms to lift you up. Lift. Reach to the ceiling. Plant your feet in the ground. Engage your hips and thighs. And then lift up and go to the back so that you're arching backwards. Stay nice and long. And then come forward. Bring palms together down to your heart. And release your hands. Come into a standing twist to separate your feet. There's like two more things that I want to give you since it well, I'm in my 70s, so it can take a little while to warm up my back. I don't know about you, Jean, but I know you're younger than I am. So we want to do these really good warm-ups, and it's safety too. We want to keep you safe. All right. So the next thing that I have played with, you come and back up against the wall or towards the wall. Now I have things on my wall, so if you don't, you're going to be putting your hands on the wall. So if that's your window, you want to be a little cautious there. Okay. So separate your feet a good hip width of distance, and then just lean back. You can look where you're going. Bring one palm onto the wall. Lean back. Bring the other hand onto the wall. Press your hands against the wall. Engage your hips and thighs. Exhale and push the wall away. Arch in your back. Let your head relax back if you're comfortable with that. And just press back. So this is going to get your wrists. You need good flexion in your wrists for a good back bend. Breathe and pull out. Try to straighten your arms a couple of times. Breathe. Exhale, press. All right, now reach one arm forward, press down in your feet and roll up. Let your head come gently. All right. Is that okay? You feel all right here? Okay. We're just going to loosen that up a little bit because even that can be intense. So we're just going to bring one knee up and then the other, and that's going to stretch us out in our low back. That's it. Okay. Now the last one is using your blocks, or you have a step up nice and long. We're going to put this against the wall. I'm going to try it with 2 blocks and see how that feels. But you want them about the width of where your hands will be, because you're going to turn around just like you did at the wall, but now you're going to start at the floor. Okay. And we're just going to play with this a little bit. We don't want you to overdo or anything. So then turn around and sit and just see if you're, well, you don't have to move your, excuse me, you don't have to move yours, but and then come down onto your back. And you want to bring your hands on top of that step. Bring your feet in close so that you're you can come onto the balls of your feet. You're going to be putting your hands, I think two is too many. There, that's better. Okay. You're going to be putting your hands on the step there, Jean. Bring your feet in close to your hips. Now we're not going to go too far. We're going to press down on our hands and our feet and just lift up. You can use your head. Just put your head on the step and roll up and then back down. You just have to find where's a good spot for your step there. Having it against the wall helps to keep it secure. So we're going to go up again. Bring the balls of your feet onto the floor. Press onto the step. Taking a breath. And roll up. Press on your hands. See if you can lift up off the step. And then bring your chin in and come back in. Circle around in your wrists. Stretch them. The counter stretch. Flexion is bringing the fingers back to your elbow. Stretching is bringing your knuckles down, extending your wrist. Then other hand. So just loosen up and fingers too. All right. And then bring your knees into your chest and just roll side to side. And lift your chin. Okay. Now, do you feel like you have another one of those so that I can watch you? You feel like you can do another one? A little bit of a lift so that I can keep an eye on you? Yeah, you can unmute. Oh, you need a little higher? Okay. Good. Good. Try to keep your knees in line with your hips if possible. Your right knee is going out to the side quite a bit. Yes, beautiful. Okay. And then just release. If you need to stretch in your wrists again, that's intense, I know, especially when we're not used to it. It's been a while since doing these. And then bring your knees up into your chest and round your back, stretch out your back. If you want to work a twist in there, a knee down twist maybe. A twist is always a good counter pose for a back bend or a forward fold. And then other side. If you can get your knees up under your arms are out to the side. So the truth of the matter is you can do this because we're in the now moment. You have to be pretty focused for the wheel and back bending. And then just whenever you're ready for Shavasana, all right. So allow your back now to melt into the floor, back melting down against the mat. Honoring yourself, honoring your truth, and your ability to speak your truth. Sharing your passion.
And now, as you relax on the floor, breathe some long, relaxing breaths, bringing in more prana and oxygen. These breaths will move out any toxins or lactic acid. Now just bring in some moves into hands, maybe check your wrists after our approaches to the back bend. Fingers and slide your feet together. Lift your knees up to your chest and give them a big hug. If you like, you can bring your head up to meet your knees. And then just roll to one side and come up into sitting. All right. And just bring your hands into your favorite mudra to seal in the benefits of your work today. To seal in your truth. Excuse me. And then bringing palms into Anjali Mudra, prayer hands. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And truth always. Namaste. Thank you for letting me guide you through some of these poses and playing with our rollers. And that was so much fun.
That was fun. Well, I've never done that before.
Oh, you never have?
No, I've done the roller on the back, but not the other thing with my hands back there.
Oh, okay. Now,
At first,
did you keep your head on the,
on
okay.
the, yeah, but you know what? I had a hard time figuring out how to get my hands on that thing, but then I realized I got to turn them like this.
Okay.
And you could do those on blocks? Gosh. Ugh.
Yeah, well, yeah, you just have to
Practice.
find where your hand fits.
Mhm.
since it's up against the wall, they're not sliding.
Right, right.
I had to adjust them a little closer to my ears, but
Mhm, mhm.
um, well, we'll have to
That was good.
loan you some blocks.
Yes,
So,
well, I know Debbie has some. I could just go buy some. How
oh,
many would I need?
well, I think too high,
Mhm.
too stacked is too high.
Yeah, okay.
So
And are they all
I would
pretty standard size, like height, a yoga block?
there are different heights, but
Oh,
I don't think that'll matter
oh, okay,
enough to make a
okay,
difference in what size you buy.
okay.
There are some that are a little stockier, I'll call
Mhm.
it, because they're shorter and higher.
Okay,
Let me show you what I mean.
yes, yeah.
These are old, but they're fine.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
some of them are shorter this direction
Yes.
and a
Mhm.
little bit wider here.
Okay, okay,
So those would be okay.
okay.
I've just always worked with this size. So
Yes.
um
Well, for the first time, I liked using that step because I had a lot of room to play with and feel a little
okay.
confident of not losing my balance.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good.
so
Well,
that
those you
worked for
want.
me.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good first try then.
Right, exactly. Oh, thank you. That was awesome.
Oh, good.
All
Well,
right.
thank you.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
you're welcome. So you'll have
Yeah.
to see how that worked out, and then um, we'll do Friday morning.
Yes, we will. I'm gonna stop the recording now.